Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a product training session all about July's focus books. So I have got 4 books to show you and talk to you about today that we think you and your customers will really love this July. So the first one to talk to you about is a brand new fiction title called Cruise Ship Kid. It's by debut novelist Emma Swan, who is also a West End actress and performs in the Horrible Histories series. This is about a girl called Silver who lives on a cruise ship because her mum is the deputy cruise ship director. And this is very much based on Emma's own experiences of growing up on a cruise ship. Silver's best friends are a group of 80-year-olds that practically live on the cruise ship, but she's desperate for a friend her own age. And so she sets off on this quest to find a best friend her own age. And she thinks that in order to do this, she has to change lots of things about herself, such as her accent or the clothes she wears, in order for people to like her. And this one strand of this story is very much about friendship, being true to yourself, and that you shouldn't have to change yourself to make someone like you. If they don't like you the way they are, then they're not worth it and they're not a true friend. And she does realise this towards the end of the novel. Running alongside this, though, is the fact that early on in the cruise, 2 watches go missing, and Silver decides to set off on a quest to find these watches. So she is suspicious of absolutely everyone, and alongside the girl called Yana, who she's desperate to be her friend, they are searching for clues around the ship to work out who might have stolen these very expensive watches. All the clues seem to lead to nowhere until the realization at the end of who did it. So the thing that is so great about this book is it's super, super interactive. It's packed full of illustrations, really, really engaging, lots of playing around with font choices. I'm trying to find you so there's bits for you to fill in as you read along. Or obviously if this is being used by school, then children can fill this in on bits of paper. Loads and loads of illustrations. What else have they got? There's like little facts about the places they go to on the cruise. Again, there's quizzes to complete. And it's just super, super engaging and entertaining. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so we've got information about all the different places they're going to and some fun facts about them. It's absolutely hilarious, rampart of illustrations. The text is quite simple. I think the recommended age is 8+, although I would say a more confident younger reader, I think, could access it just fine, but equally a more reluctant older reader, I think, would enjoy it. There's nothing patronising in this. The main character, Silver, is 10. So again, I think younger kids are always happy to read about older children, but it's not like she's young so that an older child would be put off by her. I think this is going to be a really great one for you guys. It's fresh, it's funny, it's interactive, it's perfect for fans of like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I think it's, and the Tom Gates books, it feels like a nice step up for children that you're struggling to get off the more kind of like graphic style like Dogman books, because it is heavily illustrated, it is highly interactive, the text is simple, it's really funny, it's really fresh, it's really fun, and I think it'll be a great one for you to have at all your events. So that is Cruise Ship Kid. Then we have got this one, which is See Inside Wild Places. The illustrations in this are absolutely stunning. So I think kids are going to be absolutely fascinated by this because it is all about the most dangerous places in the world, the animals that live there, the landscape that surrounds it, the kind of natural disasters that occur there. And it's just super, super engaging. So we start off with the Sundarbans, which are straddling the coast of India and Bangladesh. So they go through Bengal tigers. We've got all the creatures lurking beneath the surface of the water. We've got there's loads of facts about mud and dirt and water and the creatures that live in and amongst it. You've got the Gobi Desert, and again the amazing herds of wild horses that live there. for kids that are interested in animals and landscape and facts and the kind of like extremes of the world, this is definitely the book for them. I think there is something for every child in here. You've got the Red Desert in Australia and all the kind of lethal creatures that live there. This one I think was particularly fascinating, the toxic waters, and all the facts about like the world that flamingos live in, like the deadly substances beneath the surface, volcanoes, explosive gases. You've got the Everglades in Florida, which I have to say always slightly terrifies me. And again, you've got the kind of extreme climate of thunder and lightning. You've got the alligators. You've got the pythons. Then we have got the Bwindi forest in Uganda and all the creatures that live there, including this fascinating fact about a honey badger eating a cobra, because apparently they just eat absolutely anything, which, yeah, was wild, to be precise. Then you've got the caribou of North America. So there's a bit about like the landscape changing with the seasons and how they adapt to that. And we finish off with Snake Island in Brazil, which I'm sure kids will be fascinated about. I love the fact you've got the map at the end so you can see where in the world all these creatures live. And there's a QR code at the back to explore wild places around the world. And I just think the cover is going to pop at your stands. And I think it just appeals to kids that are just fascinated with this kind of thing. I found it fascinating as well. I think it's a great parent purchase as well, because I think they'll enjoy reading this with their children too. At the older range, we have got AI for beginners, which again, I've learned quite a lot from reading this. So this is right at the top end of our age ratings. And if you are someone that does events with secondary schools, or you like to make sure you've got something for older children on all your stands and events, then this series is definitely the series to have. There's loads of other topics in this series, like politics, economics, business, history, psychology, law, and the list is kind of endless, really. And kids do love these books, particularly older children that will say they're not into reading. This seems to be the series that they are interested in, and it does engage them. And I think AI is everywhere at the moment, isn't it? And it is a really important topic to kind of get our heads around. So you've got a contents page, again, so kids can flick through to the bits that seem most relevant to them. You've got this brief introduction of what AI is, like how it's developed over time, and how the world might change as a result of it. And then it goes through. So the first chapter focuses on how AI works. So you've got these beautiful, like infographic style images. You've got kind of the real nitty gritty, the science behind it. Then we have got, so anyone that's into like computers, coding, science, technology, or actually just wants to know more about the world around them and how the world is developing, this will be useful for. Then you've got AI in action. So you've got a lot about ChatGPT, how it's used to make recommendations, how it's used in sales, a lot of info about how ChatGPT actually works and how you can talk to computers, ChatGPT images, which I think are always very funny, self-driving cars, like how AI could be used to cure diseases or come up with solutions for it, how AI is changing our world. So again, you've got things like deep fakes in there, AI in schools, AI in the workplace, the future of the workplace, AI companions, could it save the planet? Then you've got into the future and like considerations about how AI will change the world. How smart is it? How conscious is it? Should AI have rights? And what is the point of no return? And what next in terms of AI? Then you've got a glossary of terms at the back, which I always think is super helpful, and also an index. So I think the great thing about this book is it's a quick and easy way to learn a lot more about AI, and also to trust that you've got the relevant facts about it, not just what you can find on the internet. And I think, again, the index is a really helpful place to just generate that quick information without having to trawl through internet sites and question the validity of what you're finding there. So I think this is going to be a really popular one for you guys at your events. The final book, unfortunately, has not arrived into our office, so I'm going to share my screen because the final book is the Mermaid Magic book. Unfortunately, I also couldn't find another wand book to show you. So if you haven't come across a wand book before, as you can see from the front cover, you use the wand to hear the sound. So in a wand book, you get the wand and then children touch the wand to the particular marks, show you an inside page. So let's see if, oh, here we go, let's zoom in. So you'll see that there's a little like sound icon. The children touch the wand to the sound icon and it makes the sound and it forms part of the story. I think that like it's kind of like a Tom Fletcher book, if you've ever read those, where he encourages children to engage in the books, either like clapping or waving or shaking the pages. It's like that. So you use the wand to interact with the story. It's not kind of just mindlessly pressing the sounds. The mermaids are asking for help, and then you press the wand to help them and give them the answers they're looking for. These are utterly enchanting. Kids absolutely love them. My 3-year-old son, and to be honest, my 6-year-old daughter, I think these books are amazing, and there's just something really magical about them. And I think Mermaids is the perfect edition for summer, but also I think will do really well for you at any Christmas events you've got coming up from September, because they're just super gifty and perfect for that reason. So that is Mermaid Magic. So lots of exciting new July titles for you to enjoy and share with your customers. So have a lovely summer of selling with all these amazing new books. Bye, everyone.